So a bit of a Monday morning ramble on, because look, let's be honest, most of my videos right now are just competition, competition, buy tickets, buy tickets. And right now that is all my business sort of does. We just sell tickets for competitions. And I'm not going to throw mud over that because I love it. And the aftermath of people winning those prizes is brilliant and the business makes money. But it is very obvious to see that TC car sales pretty much doesn't exist anymore. And I've done plenty of videos on this saying the reasons for why. But I think it's got to that time where I am going to sort of massively make an effort to put some cars back up for sale, do some more videos on them, maybe look at some vans again, because I do miss it. And what happened, like I said to you, the competitions initially sort of took off and made selling cars look ridiculous in the terms of the financial gain. But the competitions have massively slowed down because, like I've said before, I've saturated that sort of audience I have, and now I spend a lot more money on advertising, emails, SMS campaigns. It costs thousands of pounds per competition just to put it together. Never mind the price of the actual prize, and then to have thousands of pounds unsold at the end. It's not what it was for me. But it doesn't mean it's going to stop. It will never stop. I'll keep doing it. I'm thinking about maybe scaling it back and doing maybe one or two a month, but bigger ones instead of loads of little ones. But we'll see. But the sales side of it. Now, I made a conscious effort this year to say that I won't deal in the just generic cars that give me no passion. Now, I'll be honest, sometimes my eye sort of thinks, oh, well, shall I buy a couple of Fiat 500s? Even though I don't really like Fiat 500, just to have stock here. And I haven't sort of caved into that yet. But look, I probably contradict myself over these videos. One minute I'm doing this, the next minute I'm doing that. And I just like to air my feelings across these videos. So look, I have got something big coming up, yeah. And it's sort of, I'm stalling before I go. I'm sort of just holding back, ready for this new move for the business. So, look, I'm not going to go. Oh, I'm not going to. Until it happens, it hasn't happened. How many people say, oh, I'm gonna buy one of them next week, and they never actually buy them. Until I'm in the position of where I want to go, I'm not going to say I'm there. But when I'm there, I know this sounds a bit mad, doesn't it? I think things will change. I've become very stagnant. I find it really difficult to get motivated in this shipping container with zero facility to maintain these vehicles and show you their true value. We're not dealing now with little old bangers. They're beautiful cars that I think need to be shown in the right location and the right sort of environment. And I'm really struggling at the moment to put this all together. And I think what I've got planned will finally give me the sort of base this business needs. And look, I do get a lot of requests for sourcing vehicles for people, yeah. I'm not going to say I turned down, that's wrong. But last week I had one guy asked me to have a look for a 1 series trim. I had another guy wanted 4 vehicles off me. And another guy wanted another vehicle. That was 6 deals last week that I blatantly just said, look, I'm not the man to help you. And those people, all of them said to me, look, we've watched what you do. We think that whatever you're going to supply will be a really nice example. So as a business, it just doesn't make sense to me to be turning down work like that. I'm not in a financial position to go, no, no, no. And it's not that I just choose not to do it because I can't be bothered. It's just me. I've just got this mental block with all this right now. I don't feel like I can get going here. So yeah, I mean, look, it's a bit of a weird transition period, but the sales will come back definitely. I've got to get over the fact that people have just changed, and it's hard because like I think it's across the board. Even I spoke to a guy the other day who runs an estate agent business. He said, Tom, it's not just the cars, because he asked me why I wasn't selling cars. He said people now when they're buying houses, they expect to have open plan living with a dormer conversion with a brand new driveway for what you would have paid for something that wasn't like it before. And the emails I get on inquiries when I have got for things for sale, the list, has it got full main dealer service history? When was the timing belt done? Has it got 4 matching tyres? Have these been changed because they are known to have these issues? I'm like, where is it gone when people just used to turn up and say, look, hiya mate, is the van for sale? Can I come and have a look at it? Yeah, of course you can. People will come and have a look, and then you'd sort of have a honest conversation about, look, there's nothing wrong with it. Things can go wrong with them, and you have a good old barter. But now it's like people go on ChatGPT and just download these huge questions about a vehicle. And I just think, I'm not getting involved in that. But look, if I want this business to survive, and I gotta get over the fear of dealing with these people, you know. And it's not just customers. Sometimes I go through these weird periods where I don't want to answer the phone to people I know. I see my phone ringing, and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I just don't have that conversation in me to make small talk. Which, as a sales business, that's the sort of least thing you want going on. You should be out there answering the phone, meeting people, dealing with people, and going forward. So, look, like I said, a bit of a ramble on this video. I'm excited for what the future holds. I've just got to get there and get going again, because right now I'm just wafting along, and it's no good for my brain. You know, there's a lot of downtime, which I don't like. I like to be busy. I've been busy since I was 14 years old, glass collecting. Now all the way through, I seem to have more downtime than ever, which, don't get me wrong, at some point in my life, I might be so busy and manic and stressed, I might think, oh my God, get me back to my shipping container where it was nice and chilled and quiet. But that's just not me. The quiet life's not for me. So look, going forward, I hope you will see more vehicles for sale. Definitely will stay going with the competitions. And yeah, that's it really. Little Monday morning update. So have a great day, have a great week, and I shall speak to you soon. Cheers.